Oh, God. Wait, what? Unfortunately, I can't say that one, my boys. I don't know that one. All right, yo, welcome back to Danganronpa. Let's get it. All right, y'all, we just got out of the trash chute. Y'all had the only Kyoko episode. That was actually a pretty good episode, despite nobody else being in it. But yeah, we here. She already looking at me. She's like, yo, what's good? I'm ready to hang out more, figure out what's good in here. So we're gonna jump right in. So now what do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too, you helped me, so they might... Listen. You're worried? Yeah, of course I'm worried. They knew that you defied all of them at the trial. I thought they were about to kill your ass before you could get down to the trash chute. So then let's just get a concrete answer, huh?
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Is that really such a good idea, Kyoko? I don't know. We'll see. We'll try. I won't try it. Wait, that's...
However...
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time until they find out, and it's not like we can run away. That's a good point. As she said, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry, what you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. I'm putting faith in you right now. Listen, don't be mad at me. I'll be a little apprehensive about this whole thing, despite what you told me last episode, because last I heard you were putting me out with the wolves there. You know, so, no pun intended. Alright, because they were about to f your boy up, and you were like, hey yo, not me. No, I don't have any part in this. No, the mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before. What does it mean?
So...
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Makoto's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. What? Right. Was there? If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. Why would you think Monokuma's gonna tell? Well, I guess maybe she's gonna make a play against Monokuma to find out. I don't know about this, Kyoko. You got a lot of ideas of what you think will happen, and they don't always happen. Not your fault necessarily, but and it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little super uneasy about yo your boy too, Makoto. But we don't really have a choice, do we? Monokuma should be in the gym. Let's get going. We just call his ass. We do every time. Be like, yo, get the out here. Nah, I ain't traveling for Monokuma. I really gotta try. Okay, I guess I really gotta travel for Monokuma. Yo, is there an option to run away, like in the trial? Because I wouldn't mind that right about now. Oh God, this is such a good idea.
Well now.
Hey. Yeah, I like that. Well now. Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What is he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we gonna really be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What would you do? If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. That's unfortunate, but it is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko, do whatever you feel you have to? What? She crazy?
However.
But before you do, let me just say one thing. Please, it better be something important. If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. That matters to you, right? I don't get that, huh? I lose. You explain yourself. What do you mean by that? Well, you set this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me. I hope this is the right assumption.
In other words,
I was supposed to be chosen, then blackened, and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
However,
but when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down, and the results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined to be in that position, one person would protect another like that. And in that response, that unexpected development, you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. I mean, they both be a problem out here, but boys, let's just be real. When it comes to the class trials, these two, that's what's good. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well. Oh God, my boys. But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. The entity that throw a wrench in, so to speak, precious execution machinery, alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of being that could come to our aid even after you quote-unquote killed it.
Am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Makuro, you did. Like, a little nervous that he's not saying anything. So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That is what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk a big game, but you're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto.
Well?
And you can prove this, right? Oh my God, are we gonna have another trial?
Wow.
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this, a comedy routine? Don't make such bold claims without a shred of evidence.
That doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only ever one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type. If Makoto really was the killer, he would never come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution, and he would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire.
However,
But here we are confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
Indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
hey,
If you were to execute Makoto right now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. I knew this had to be a part of it, the whole public opinion of the show, and I figured that's why she wanted to go to a big open space that's clearly monitored. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I don't know if they care that much, maybe, about the opinion, huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope. Oh,
Hey,
okay, she gets him a little bit. Well, I'm still a little apprehensive, my boys, about this. Of course, you can say that we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it wrong. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. Oh, if you want to earn our despair fair and
That's what we
square,
have to
then I
do.
suggest you take my advice. So what's this advice of yours?
it's true.
To do Makuro's trial over again. What? Only this time you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown.
Oh,
One final battle between hope and despair.
okay, so we weren't at the last trial. We were technically at the last trial, but not in the way we thought.
Hey,
That'd explain why the whole room is different too, for that trial. Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last shadow, in other words, this could be our chance to expose the true identity of Makuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept this challenge? They'd probably just execute me without another word. That's what I would think. Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Very.
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So time for bear jokes. Now that you suggested what might be possible, it would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory? It's stupid, Monokuma.
myself!
Okay, let's have one final grisly showdown. He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this. But this is a long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
Guys!
For this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have possibly been buried here. All the mysteries. That's right. Every last mystery that's been pawing around the school. If you can do that,
I can
then
barely
that'll be
contain
enough to be
myself.
qualified as a victory for you. You're
It's
so
true.
dumb. That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Makuro's death and solve the mysteries of the school,
Guys!
then you win. Okay. Okay. I'm hyped, y'all. I'm hyped. But if you can't do all that, we'll finish execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you come to learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure. When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey.
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
hey,
I just want you to confirm what you saw is what you said, right? And that's a true statement. You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations, and having the trial for Makuro is no exception to that. Huh? Makuro's trial is no exception, then it's part of the regulations. Which would have meant whoever killed Makuro, it's a very... Wait. Something popped into my head about that, but I'm gonna wait on that. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but the killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak Academy since the killing game began are those 16 students. Okay, it is what I'm thinking. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why'd he go all quiet all of a sudden? I'm done talking. I've got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would you? Why so mad? Seems emotionally unstable. Leave me alone, get out of here. Oh my god, okay. I don't know if what I'm thinking is right, but let me just wait. Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. Y'all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair. It's a lot of hoo-hoos, my boys. Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay. Is it investigation time? This is crazy. This is insane, y'all. I can't wait. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. I'm kind of surprised the alternate ending isn't to this, and it's to the trial before. And just like that, we were out of the gym. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up getting not executed. I still had my life and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. All right, let's talk. My girl was good. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you. Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if my enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand anything to gain from the final showdown, do they?
So...
They had no choice but to accept, huh?
Because...
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. Okay, so... When was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
So...
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airways to broadcast our school life to the outside world, alright? Right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
Listen.
And what do you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, that idea of actually taking over airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is an extremely difficult to pull off, and yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it.
In other words.
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. I guess I didn't think of it that way, reason.
So...
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost, us killing each other. They wanted to show the world. The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would kill anybody.
In other words...
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. Yeah, why?
Correct.
Prove a point, most likely. Prove a point.
Hey.
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
That's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that and to try to prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal as the ultimate despair. It just sounds like they're one depressed human being, yo. I don't know. It's weird. Like, what? They want to prove that despair is better than hope, but that's ridiculous.
It's true.
Yeah, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose is to motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet the same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words...
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world, the mastermind has to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
At the very least.
At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. Huh, okay. And that's why the mastermind couldn't have killed any of us themselves?
Indeed.
This is precisely the reason. The thing that's weird, though, about that, I mean, I guess and it's within regulations, but they've already killed... Was it just one person? They killed Junko, you know, with the spikes, cause like I think Junko, I don't remember exactly what happened. I think she went and actually attacked Monokuma. So that one's a little bit weird, but the rest of them make sense, I think. That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Hey, I just talked about that. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me. Man, I was hoping to get to know her, goddamn. I'm still mad about that one. So instead, they tried to use the class trial following their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
Okay. to prove to the world that despair is better than hope and they have to defeat us in perfect
In other
form.
words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have shown that they violated their own school regulations. But all that was a hunch, right? You were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge. Well, that's only thanks to you that we got that chance. But you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. That is crazy, though, that she was able to figure out that much. I didn't have the slightest clue. In the end, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. Oh, small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. Oh, I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seem totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. I mean, she's trying to be, she is the ultimate detective. She's gotta be. But presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However.
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time. Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There is no option except to win.
Hey.
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but we now know who our real enemy is, and all we have to do is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
However,
is that really possible? Huh? Anyway, right now we have to go and find the others. Maybe because they distrust Makoto is why she's thinking that, because they voted him. They probably in the dorms somewhere. Shall we go? I'm gonna check the dining hall first. That's usually where my boys are always hanging out, so at least that's where I'd be chilling. Okay, and then suddenly we were greeted with, oh God! Wait, what? Unfortunately, I can't say that one, my boys. I don't know that one. You again. What is going on? Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability has reached its limit. I don't know. Yeah. Sounds good. Maybe I should actually look into these. I don't think there's any. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah. Oh, the homies.
Makoto?
Yeah.
Guys! It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Oh. Even Toko looks happy.
Survived?
Jeez. You're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
Yeah, you goddamn right I am.
I'm just asking to make sure, but...
Oh my, I'm
ghost,
so
right?
sick of this motherfucker and his ghost jokes, y'all. That's okay. Everyone was there. All my friends who struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I love the free time music playing right now. What's good, my boys? We gonna do it. We're gonna do it right now. I started to tear. I'm about to tear up. That's the homies.
What?
I can't even... Yo, he would be the one to call that out, right? All that garbage smell. Bianca, listen, okay? I had to survive, and I ended up in the trash chute. That's what happened.
What the heck?
Yeah, what was with that smell? Yeah, man, it seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away. Yo, come on, guys. We supposed to have a reunion right now. Let's gotta bring it in, my boys. What's happening? And in a flash, oh, my tears dried up. Yeah, they all ran to the other side of the room. Yo, what's good, yo? What's good? Makoto, what was it like hanging out with the spirit world? I didn't go to the spirit world. Did you get to talk to her? Talk to who? Miss Cleo. No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? What the f are you talking about? I don't know if that's important or not. I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me either. Do you realize why it is you escaped execution? It was alter ego. You saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say they have their lives saved by a computer program. I imagine it was a learning experience for you. Oh man, I feel like Byakuya actually kind of has grown up. Well, I can't tell. It's hard to tell. I think he has. I think he has a little bit at least. So what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured out the trial was over. We'd have access to new places again. And no dice. All the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So there weren't any new areas. So then where can we go to find new clues? We can go to the dorms, the second room dorms. What's up, Toko? Oh, you stink. Are you rotten? Rotten physically, mentally, every way you can be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling around the garbage for a while. This smell is so smelly. What is happening? Super smelly. You smell even worse than me. Way worse than me. See, y'all, she's a big goofball. She seems happy for some reason. You know what sucks is like I'm kind of nervous about her going back to the real world because she's obviously a serial killer and it was broadcasted on live TV. So like the moment she gets out, like is she even in the clear? Because I don't think so. It's funny how much I ended up loving like Byakuya and Toko in a little. He's still a little dumb, but all right. What's up, Kyoko?
Makoto.
then there's no time to indulge in the extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what we have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Makoto's trial. What? Seriously? What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it, Alec. I keep telling you. Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you. I still can't believe it isn't Kyoko. I really thought it was, but then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is it was all the work of the mastermind. What? So you're saying the mastermind killed Makoto?
That's right.
That's right, and it was all an elaborate trap conveyed by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die. You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just, you know... But, I mean, honestly, I didn't spot the trap. I'd like, yo, Kyoko the homie, let's just, you know, skip all that. And I would've gotten that real shit ending, yo. Oh my god. I still get nightmares about that, yo. But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules, which is why I went and negotiated with them to have a trial one more time. And the mastermind agreed. Does it mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. They used the TV broadcast to gain leverage needed, didn't you? Oh, see, he picking it up.
Correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial, when you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. Yo, listen, I'd rather keep you in the dark, my boy, no offense, because you don't seem to help a whole lot. Why didn't you maintain that happy composure? Because what you looked like in that bad ending, that kind of broke my heart a bit. Like, I realized what it is about Hiro that, like, really set me off in that bad ending photograph. It was that he always is, like, a relatively positive force. My man does not look like that in the bad ending, my boys. It was bad. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later. So knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
Is about who killed Makuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind, but there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah, for us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery. We've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right? But now we got that tool from Kyoko to go anywhere. Not to mention, I actually think Byaku's gonna be a big help in this trial because he memorized all the stuff in the archive, so he can kind of fill us in on any key stuff that he read over.
anyway.
You probably guessed it already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone? Hey,
you.
Who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I do feel bad we did that, but I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine with living here forever with Master. I don't think you are. That one was heartbreaking too, that she died in the bad ending, and I think I know why. I mean, I want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible. Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words, when decisive final battle, a rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Makuro and all the school's mysteries, it's a pretty tall friggin' order. This time, the trial is different. We know who the enemy is now. If we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we can solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Kyoko, why would you agree to what you asked? What are you talking about, huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. Okay, let me think about that. There could be a reason to that. Maybe she needs to go on her own to figure out everything with Makoto or something. Because maybe that's just the fastest way to do it. This'll be interesting. Can't agree, why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
Indeed.
That's what I thought too at first, until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? Oh, it's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Here's, oh shit! Because, okay, alright, this is what I was gonna say before. Does it mean that it's one of them? And we know it's not Makoto. So that means that she thinks it's one of them. Which makes sense, because it's gotta be. Oh shit. It didn't really hit me. Oh my god, what if it's Toko? Based on what she just said, because she was just like, I'm okay with staying here with Master forever. No, that doesn't make any sense either. Because she dies. What if she dies because they find her out, but they stay here? Oh God. Okay, let's not get into rabbit hole because there's a lot of different possibilities here right now. I'm sure I told you this already, but the killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the only people to take a single step into Hope's Peak Academy since the killing game began are those 16 students. Oh God.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Makes me feel a little better about him. I don't know. Huh, but why? Could y'all imagine it was her? Oh
So
God,
in other
dude.
words,
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Makuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had set foot in this school, right? Monokuma would probably murder Makuro, and there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have had set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who've been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is... Oh God. Which one? But there were 15 of us at the main hall at the very beginning. I thought it was Makuro. Add to Makuro and you get 16. Then the mastermind would have been had to be one of them. It has to be one of y'all.
that's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue or do you get it now? Are you saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. We can't say for sure that's the truth yet. Monokuma might have said all that to confuse us. No, I don't know if you can to make it.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. They must be a high schooler. Oh, shit. But how's that even possible? You can't say it's not possible, but if one of us is a mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? Or did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active? That's the thing, I don't think I remember any of that either. That's actually a really good point.
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled them in secret. Or maybe they had somebody else helping, I don't know. I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right?
That maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. That would be a lot to predetermine. It's not the worst conclusion. In that case, there's no way he could have all those back and forth conversations with us. What if Monokuma had an AI built into him? Just like Alter Ego. Well, it would be entirely possible if they directed the flow of conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Ain't gonna skip this one.
This is a school announcement.
Uh-huh.
You've all probably figured this out by now,
Yep.
but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode.
What?
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Oh,
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit.
my boys, it's been a long run. It's been a very long run. Y'all, this is about to be the last investigation, the last try y'all gonna see Danganronpa 1. So, y'all get ready. It's gonna be f***ing something. Let's see if I can do it.
Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Okay. Oh, man. How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway. Oh, I didn't actually know that because normally he works with Makoto.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can only rely on myself on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well then, after making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. He didn't seem mad. Master, he didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you were like coffee with cream, without the cream, or coffee. You're totally useless! So bye. Oh. Alright, with that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome superpower to figure out the mastermind's identity. I actually really hope you do. I really hope you make some kind of giant play during this trial. That would actually be lit. So, the homie's off, laughing loud. See, oh God, still thinking about that stupid picture. Okay, everyone's really gonna go off by themselves. What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing. Okay, that actually makes me feel a little better. I wasn't sure she's gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna go with Makoto. Because that would make me feel a little bit sus, but I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know? But up until now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been there, I would have died. Makoto? Well, she kind of was a part of the situation, Makoto, and not the way you think. That's really nice of you to say, but still, I've been mostly totally useless. And that's not true. She's asked some good questions, like during trials and stuff. So I figure at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us get out of here. Okay, so they'll all probably at least figure out a little bit themselves about the trial, and then everyone's gonna come together and figure it out together. So I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Oh, okay. See you later. Hina was surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall, and once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However.
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we still can't work together.
So.
That goes for all of us. And that makes sense because he's already was gonna be killed. So he's like kind of confirmed to not be the mastermind, at least I think. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigations doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as splitting up to cover more ground, and then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
So then.
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check. Okay, Monokuma said all the doors to school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny of the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before. Oh man, that means we can go, yeah. So the second story dorms, the headmaster's room, like actually investigate it. The data center, I don't even know if we ever been in there. And I'm sure there's probably some other places, maybe even the trash area. Maybe we have to actually look through that place, but I think Makoto said he didn't find anything. Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth by any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. And then we can all escape together. Alright, we got the bumping thing this time, my boys. I guess let's start by taking another look at Makuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed with a single item with a knife, which went completely through the body. It had also been struck in the head with an object that's about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Makuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So, where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the bio lab in the door with the dinosaur with the Monokuma face on it, second floor dorms where the gates were before, that should be open now, right? After that, I also double check the areas that connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. All right, time to get started. Oh, he wrote it down. Oh, thank God. All right, places to check's been added. Okay, my boys, this is the first. Oh, she's already in the data center. Okay, this is the first. This is the floor I want to check first. Oh, boys, the headmaster's office. Let's see what we can find in here. This is crazy. There's another sword in here. Oh, Byaku's already in here. Is this the headmaster's room? I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it myself. I'm Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byaku, was good. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? Hell yeah, I would. What do you mean something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on the top of the pathetically ostentatious desk. Class number 78 student registry. Contains profiles of all of us and Makuro.
So in other words,
apparently class number 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Makuro's profile in Kyoko's room,
I see.
it mentioned, that's right, it mentioned class number 78. I think I remember that too. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of her profiles are listed in there along with hers,
in other words,
there can be no doubt Makuro was a student here at Hope Speak Academy just like the rest of us. Makuro Ikusaba, 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Well, what do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. Oh, was there more to it? The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since we've snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get it out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page, correct. Makuro's profile actually contains 2 pages? What?
So in other words,
when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Makuro that we didn't have, okay? What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? Come on, Byaku, he's just trying to create conversation, yo. Seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya when I skimmed through the report. Makuro reappeared suddenly. That's her face! Makuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background, an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Makuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Makuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. So is the headmaster trying to help us out? Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any sign of battle wounds or scars. The fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Makuro was part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there's any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Makuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Makuro? Plus, even the that's true, that actually doesn't make a lot of sense either. Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Makuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Makuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within that file you should know. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? Yeah, I noticed that. A girl seemed to be included as part of our class trial. Okay, so that's her. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about the girl is included in the file. Okay, she's 5'7", 97 pounds. Even lists her vitals as 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do you think? If you were asking me, like if she has a nice body, you dopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is, you maybe want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe it'll make your way back to the corpse, and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean, what is he trying to say? It's weird that the hair was brown though, because the hair for Makuro in the profile picture was black. So it's strange, y'all. There's a chance the body isn't actually Makuro, is what he's saying. Oh, okay, yeah, it's exactly what I was thinking. First, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
Okay, that's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. No, I mean, he has a very valid point for that. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. Also, she's little, y'all. Like only 5'7", 98 pounds? But she's apparently, like, nasty in combat. Oh, and that one last thing. That it's a bit of advice for me to use. I suggest you pay attention, okay? Advice for me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along. She's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Oh, shit.
In other words,
the cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. And you know what? Completely reasonable. I mean, after what happened in the last trial, he has every reason to believe all this. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't as you will. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. Class number is the student registry. Apparently that's us. That's profiles me and everyone else I met in the beginning in Makuro. Just like Makuro was apparently a new student here at Hope's Peak Academy. Makuro Ikusaba, part of the Ultimate Despair, which means her and the Mastermind should have been allies. But then why would the Mastermind kill her? Weren't they friends? Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. Alright, y'all, I hate to do it. I'm gonna end it right here. This investigation is taking a bit longer than I would like, but anyway, appreciate everybody tuning in. Always, y'all already know. Make sure if y'all like the video, subscribe, leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below. I love hearing from y'all. The reactions from last episode were great, like just like talking about the whole bad ending and stuff. So I just want to shout out again those people who've been like doing all three of those things for me. It helps so much, y'all, and just as I grow, it's gonna help even more. Make sure to follow my Twitter and Discord. The links down below in the description. That's pretty much it. I'm out of here. I love y'all. Peace.